Yo, what's up, YouTube? Today we are back with Mr. David Hernandez,
What's going on, you guys?
and today we're gonna do an interesting video that I thought of. We are gonna this ain't like a top 10 list. This is just not really a list in general. It's more like I don't know what you would call it. I guess kind of a list, but with no amount. But basically, we're gonna tell each other our favorite non-hard rock heavy metal artists. So it could be anything, from pop punk to punk rock to just grunge, which I don't like using that term a whole lot. Pop, hip hop, anything that's outside of the hard rock and heavy metal range. So I'm gonna let you go first, David.
Man, as you know, and I think maybe some people now know, I'm a huge fan of Steely Dan. Uh, I love a lot of their stuff,
Me
bunch
too.
of albums. They're awesome.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think my favorite album by Steely Dan is probably oh, what's it called? It's the one where it has the word pretzel in it. I forgot what it was called.
As what?
It was like a white and black filter as the album cover, and then it had like some food booth on it. Uh,
Oh,
it was called
that's
something pretzels.
yeah,
Pretzel, I think it was like Pretzel Logic. I think
something like that.
that might be my favorite album though. I don't know. I enjoy Steely Dan a whole
Oh,
lot.
nice.
I enjoy
Yeah,
Steely Dan quite a bit. They're a mixture of uh yeah, Pretzel Logic. That's what it was.
yeah,
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. It came out in let's see, 74. Yeah. Yeah, Steely Dan, they've had some controversy because I think they got really controversial because they won a Grammy, I think. Because it
yeah.
was in like 2000 they won a Grammy for their comeback album. And I'm like their comeback album was good, so I don't see how people were, like that. I don't know. Okay, yep, Steely Dan, great band.
Yeah, man.
This is one that me and David both love. And I have a couple CDs by them. Just a sec, guys. Let me get these out. Me and David have a mutual love for Green Day.
Oh yeah,
I have
big time.
Dookie and I got American Idiot so far. I want the others, so. But yeah, me and David are huge fans of Green Day. Pretty much a band that changed both of our lives, pretty much.
Yeah, man.
Green Day was one of the first bands in the rock genre that I ever got into.
Same here.
I just my favorite album by them is I don't know. It's between these two. It's between. Okay, on some days if I'm feeling in more of a '90s mood, then this is definitely the go-to one. But if I'm just in a Green Day mood in general, I might have to go for American Idiot. Only thing that sucks about this one is that this is the Walmart version, so that kind of sucks. Because with the Walmart
Yeah,
version, they like to censor their shit, which kind of pisses me off. But I'm not complaining. I still have it at least. Yeah, that's one that me and David both love. Yep.
yeah, man. Warning's a good album too.
Oh yeah, I think their biggest dud that they've ever done to date is
Uh-huh.
their most recent album that came out this year. Oh my god,
Oh yeah, yeah. That one sucks.
that shit. I thought it was gonna be good,
Same here.
but as soon as I heard Father of All, I like the guitar riff in the beginning, but then that shit completely just gets ruined.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just that album sucks. But they've had a few duds in their discography. They've had a few duds. Yeah, that's one. That's mine. That's my first choice. Yeah, and again, guys, we don't have an amount. We just go until we can't think of anything else. And this could also be genres too. Like if we can talk about specific genres. Our favorite artists or bands inside of those genres. You never know.
Man. Let's see here. We talk a lot about like rock and stuff, but we never really talk about hip hop,
Yeah, we
like
really
rap or
don't.
anything.
Oh, I love hip hop, especially old
Yeah,
school.
yeah, same here, same here. One of my favorites, or favorite artists, I mean, is Eminem.
Oh hell yeah, dude! His newest album that he just
Yeah.
released, "Music to Be Murdered By,"
Uh-huh.
is a good album.
It is a good album.
I mean, he's still. It's like AC/DC. He still kicks ass. I
Oh
love
yeah,
Eminem. Okay, his most recent material isn't his best material, but it's still good.
definitely.
Yeah, but I love Eminem. You know, it's between him or NWA is my favorite hip hop act.
Mm.
Yeah, I love hip hop too, and I was just gonna mention hip hop as like a genre, and I don't like newer hip hop really. I mean, it's just I feel like it's
Me
dead.
either.
It's dead. All they talk about is hey, fucking your bitch or smoking dope, all
Yeah,
that shit. Old school hip hop actually had meaning to it. Like with NWA, they actually they I mean they went through real shit. I mean they were arrested simply because they were black.
yeah,
And
man.
that's sad, so they actually have real experiences where all these like one fucking rap artist I hate the most is fucking Lil Pump, dude. He's such a cunt,
Yeah.
and I don't usually use that word for a whole lot of people. But yeah, but just old hip hop. Like my favorite hip hop is definitely from the late '80s to the mid to late 2000s. The only good modern rap is probably Eminem because he's still making music. So his stuff is actually still pretty good.
Definitely, man.
And I'll admit his voice isn't the best. It's not great, but it's fun to listen to. It's fun whenever you want to get in a really rappy mood.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. And and now my second choice, I'm gonna say late '80s to and I know I'm saying late '80s. I mean because hip hop originated in the late '70s, but
Yeah.
it didn't get really really popular until late '80s, early '90s. With like NWA and Public Enemy and Tupac and all that. So I actually have a few hip hop stuff I'm gonna pull out and show you guys. That's from the late '80s to the mid 2000s, just to show you guys, kind of like what kind of hip hop I like. If I can find the other one I have. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Can't find it. Fuck it. Here's one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. It's Dr. Dre 2001. It's
Great album.
yeah, and he's obviously got marijuana on the CD here. But of
Yes, sir.
course, everyone knows the song "Still Dre" with Snoop Dogg. The one goes bling 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 bling. Everyone knows that. Dr. Dre is a really good artist, and this other one I want to show you. You might know these guys, David. But they're Dirty Dozen.
Oh yeah.
They were a very short-lived. I think that they only made 2 albums, I believe. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was Dr. Dre, Eminem, and a couple other rappers. It was a rap supergroup, and they only
Uh-huh.
had 2 albums, which this is one of them. This is definitely the better one. It's called World. Pretty good album in my opinion.
I
But
agree.
yeah, I mean they were pretty popular. I have more hip hop stuff, but I can't find it because I want to show everyone. I thought I had NWA somewhere. I guess I don't. I mean hip hop's not like a top 5 genre for me, but it's still. I mean, well, okay, well. See, here's the thing. Whenever it comes to metal, I put really all the metal genres into one, so I don't have to do like the 20 top metal genres or something like that. So whenever it comes to genres, I put metal all into one, basically,
Yeah, man.
and I include hard rock in the metal part too. So hard rock and metal are kind of like combined. Just a little fun fact for you. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be my number 2 as well.
Sweet, man.
Just want to have more hip hop though.
Yeah. Let's see here. You're in a country at all by any chance?
Uh, uh, modern country, fuck no.
Oh yeah.
Fuck modern
Yeah,
country.
I like old school country, like
Oh
Johnny
yeah, dude.
Cash,
I
you
sometimes
know.
listen to country from the 1930s,
Yeah,
30s, 40s,
pretty
50s,
cool.
60s, 70s, 80s. The 80s and 90s were some of the best years for country. I mean, yeah, you had Garth Brooks who were pretty good. And then
Yeah.
you had the Dixie Chicks, which they're one of my guilty pleasures. Even though I don't really use the term guilty pleasures, but I like the Dixie Chicks. No matter what their thoughts on are of George Bush, they're still the Dixie Chicks. But yeah, but in the 2010s, country really went to shit.
Yeah, I really
I
did.
mean, because it went to more of a pop and hip hop style. Because I mean, you could definitely tell that in the 2000s, country was going to a more hip hop style kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of did that in like the late 80s, when it was kind of switching to a more pop direction. But at least that was good. It still sounded good and it still sounded like country. But then I don't know, like Bob Dylan, I consider country kind of. Even though
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
even though I'm not the biggest Bob Dylan fan, his voice, his voice isn't great and all that, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the homie Johnny Cash. I love his music.
Definitely, definitely, man.
He's awesome.
He's been gone 17 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, his last song, "Hurt," which was a Nine Inch Nails cover, I believe,
Yeah.
became like his biggest song to date, and I'm like, well, because it was his last song that he ever did, and that's probably why. But yeah,
Yeah.
I shout out to Johnny Cash, definitely.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, okay, my next choice. I'm just gonna put this as a genre too. I'm gonna put electronic music. Okay, I'm gonna say 98% of most modern electronic music is trash, like in the 2010s. But there's some good ones. Like I got 21 Pilots, Blurry Face, and Trench. These are two great alternative indie pop electronic records. Like you like 21? Do you like 21 Pilots, David?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah, I got two CDs by them. Yeah, surprisingly, yeah, right. Metalhead is into 21 Pilots. Woo. Yeah, and I'm not ashamed of it either. Some other electronic artists I like Avicii. Rest in peace. Avicii was a really inspirational artist on me. And then some old school electronic artists I like are. Have you ever heard of G. Michael Gerard?
I have actually, funny enough.
Yeah, he's a mid to late 70s. Yeah, electronic has been around since the 70s, but it was way
Yeah.
different back then. But basically, I mean, his is just like breathtaking electronic. And then in the 80s, Depeche Mode was the biggest electronic band. And then once the 90s came, then you got Daft Punk. And to this date, Daft Punk is probably still the biggest electronic band on earth, besides Depeche Mode. Yeah,
Yeah.
Depeche Mode just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay, I'm gonna go off topic a little bit here, guys. Sorry about this, David. But you know what?
Nice.
The fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame kind of sucks. They have so many artists who are not even rock and roll. I mean, like, it's sad. I mean, like, it's just sad, And they can give a fuck less about heavy metal. There's only two bands in there that I know that are Black Sabbath and Metallica. That's it.
Yeah.
And then they induct the fucking shitty bands like I'm probably gonna get shit for this for your old school rock folk people. Crosby, Stills, and Nash can kiss my ass. I fucking do not like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. But yeah, they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, I mean, there are some good artists in there like Van Halen, Metallica, but there are so much bands that need to be in there.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Black Sabbath. And do you know what else pissed me off? So Black Sabbath were inducted in there, but do you know who only was inducted in there? The original lineup. So Dio was not inducted with them. Ian Gillan wasn't inducted with them. Glenn Hughes wasn't. Tony Martin wasn't. If it's the same band, you should induct all the vocalists in. That's one sad thing. Okay, yeah, the Aussie. I know I'm going off topic here, guys. We'll get into the top. We'll get back into the topic in a minute. They literally only care about the Aussie era. That's what most people care about. Yeah, it's the best era in my opinion. But the Dio era is great. The Tony Martin era is great. The Glenn Hughes era is great. Even the Ian Gillan shit's great. I mean, why? I let's just get back to the topic. I'm sorry, guys. I don't take medication for shit because I mean I can assure you guys I do not have any like ADHD or something like that. I promise you. But if I did, then I would have to be taking my medication on camera. Well, okay. After that fun little rant, let's get back to the video.
All right, bro. All right. Going back into kind of like the rock sort of um era, the classic rock. Ellen John. I love Ellen John.
I got one of his
I
albums.
guess we need more pop though too.
Yep.
But
I only got one of his albums right here, Yellow Brick Road.
oh yeah, man.
One of my favorite Elton John song of all time is probably "Candle in the Wind." I mean, it's just a beautiful song. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people give praise to the Princess Diana remake that he did. That one's okay, but I definitely prefer the original about Norma Jean, aka Marilyn Monroe.
Hmm.
But one of my favorite Elton John songs of all time on here is definitely "Jamaica Jerk Off." I love the title. He had one really good song on here also. "Saturday Night's All Right." That's the one I'm talking about.
That's a good song.
Yeah, I love that. That's actually in GTA 5 on Los Santos Rock
Oh yeah,
Radio.
it is.
Yep, it is. There's a lot of stuff that's on GTA 5 Los Santos Rock Radio. I would call him like soft rock with a mixture of pop.
Yeah.
He's also had his disco moments too.
Oh yeah.
He's had a little bit of disco. But yeah. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Now that you mentioned that, my next pick is just gonna be a lot of classic rock. Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. I've kind of grown into a little bit more now, so I'll include them. You know, if you guys have ever heard of Slade, you know they're a pretty good band. Boston. How can you forget about Boston, man?
Oh yeah, man.
You know, just so many great bands. Meatloaf, um, friggin' the Animals. You know, there's so many great, amazing. Oh, Chicago. That's another band I forgot to mention.
Chicago's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much great classic rock bands.
Kansas, Journey.
Yeah, Kansas Journey.
Yeah,
Again,
man.
I got a lot of classic rock on my shelf. So let's see. Oh, Neil Young. You know, Simon. No, not Simon and Garfunkel. They're folk.
I love Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're more folk, but I also consider them
Yeah.
classic rock. And you know, just so much great classic rock bands. I mean, I'm looking on my shelf for some classic rock bands because I got quite a bit of classic rock. Yeah,
Yeah.
You mentioned Kansas, right?
Yeah.
That's a great band. You know, and even some more. I mean, you
This
know,
dude.
yeah. I mean, just there's too much to say about classic rock in that era.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my other pick. Now that you mentioned, you know, also Elton John and Eric Clapton and Cream and Pink Floyd
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, I just
CCW.
yeah. What?
I said CCW. Well, I guess
CCW.
CC. What?
You mean CCR?
CCR.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
I like them too. I think there's too many
And
classic
the Who.
rock bands. There's so much classic rock bands, like good ones. It could take me hours. Okay, but I think we should move on before we get overkill with it.
Yeah. How about jazz? You into jazz?
Oh yeah, I've been getting a
You
lot
know,
of jazz.
Miles Davis, John
Oh,
Coltrane.
Miles Davis, John Coltrane. You know, Frank Sinatra is a little bit of jazz too.
Yeah.
I love a lot of old jazz. I've been listening to a lot of Christmas jazz since the month of December, obviously.
Hmm.
I love Christmas jazz especially. Sometimes I was playing it in the shower yesterday, and I was just singing along to this music because I was like, the weather outside is frightful. I was just singing
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I love jazz. I even like some. Have you ever heard of Stevie Winwood before?
Yeah.
You know he makes the bring me a higher love. I love that song,
Yeah. Hmm.
and that has like some jazz in it. And also, one of my favorite jazz songs. It's more of a jazz rock kind of tune. Have you ever heard the song Baker Street?
Oh yeah, it's a
Where
great
where
song.
it's like the dun 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 dun.
Hmm.
That's another like jazz rock song. Like, some people say that jazz with lyrics is cheesy. It can be, but it's fun. Yeah. Louis Armstrong. I mean, I mean, what was I gonna say? Jazz is more than just trumpets, guys. Jazz is guitars. It's pianos.
Oh no.
one of my favorite jazz guitarists is Pat Metheny.
Oh yeah, that guy's
He
awesome.
he picks in a weird style though. He does a lot.
Upstrokes, man.
He does a lot of upstrokes.
I do that too with my guitars.
He does a lot of upstrokes. I mean, which there's nothing wrong with it. You just don't see a whole lot of guitarists favoring upstrokes. He also like does this. He does it like he's flicking off a bug. He does
Yeah.
it like this. It gives it like a great sound. Yeah. One of the first jazz songs I ever heard was the theme song to Monsters Inc. Where it's that da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun. And I was like, my mom, I'm like, what kind of music is this? Whenever I was like 4 or 5, and she's like, that's jazz, honey. And I'm like, what's jazz? And then my mom used to have some jazz CDs, so she would pop in a jazz CD, and she told me that I used to just sit there in front of the CD player and just listen to it because I was obsessed. Yeah, and I
It's
still love
really cool,
jazz.
man.
I still love jazz. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm slut for jazz, but
Yeah.
if I was to give the overall genre a rating, like the genre of jazz, any type of jazz, I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then there's also jazz fusion like Steely Dan and
Yeah.
Santana and all that. Oh yeah, that's another classic rock band we forgot to mention. Santana,
Santana? Yeah.
Carlos Santana. I mean, you
What
gotta love
about
the
Bob
dude.
Seger too? Bob
Yeah, Bob
Seger, Tom
Seger, Bob
Petty,
Seger. Yeah, yeah. Oh
Paul
yeah.
McCartney, and Wings.
hmm
Yeah, man.
I like Paul McCartney. But yeah, yep. I love jazz. I love jazz. Okay, let's see. Another genre I like, besides all that, I like butt rock. No, I'm kidding. I'm planning on selling this my Nickelback stuff actually. I don't know why I deleted all my Nickelback stuff from my phone. I don't know why. I just haven't really listened to them, and then I tried listening to them again, and I realized that they weren't that good. So time to sell my Nickelback stuff. I mean, I'll probably get $2 out of these. So I got 3 of them, so that's some extra money. But yeah, that was a joke right there. Actually, I do like some butt rock though. Like, I don't know who would be considered butt rock.
Besides Nickelback.
Theory of the Dead Man, I think. I don't know. Okay, but my actual one I'm gonna pick this time, I'm gonna go with alternative rock music of the '90s,
Yes,
and
sir.
I have so much of it. This is definitely one of my favorite '90s alternative albums. This is No Doubt Rocksteady. Obviously, what's her fucking name? Gwen Stefani is on this. The bands I don't really consider alternative or in the grunge scene. Excuse me. Is Alice in Chains. I consider Alice in Chains more on the heavy metal side. I consider them more on the metal side of that era.
Yeah, bro.
But I mean, I also love me and David. I know for a fact love this band right here, Soundgarden.
Yeah, man.
We love Soundgarden. Nirvana. I don't love Nirvana as much as I did anymore, but I can still listen to them. I got some Nirvana, and
Yeah,
then
they're okay.
Pearl Jam. Out of the big four of grunge, Pearl Jam's definitely my least favorite. I mean, the first album, in my opinion, is great. In my opinion, just what's it called, 10,
Hmm.
and Vitology is great too. But after that, just I don't know, Pearl Jam kind of got boring for me.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, and it's Stone Temple Pilots. They're okay. I got one of their albums.
They're all right.
Sonic Youth. Don't like Sonic Youth. I think a lot of, and like fucking bands like Sugar Ray. Ugh. See, whenever it comes to the alternative music scene of the '90s, and even the 2000s, like the early 2000s. Man, there was so much great stuff, but then there was so much shit. Like, I mean, Creed. I think Creed was actually a pretty good band, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, My Own Prison, which might be my favorite album by them. I don't know. It's between that or Human Clay, and Weathered was pretty good in my opinion too. I liked Creed. I mean, I like Creed. You know, Alter Bridge is better though. But yeah, just like Lit. I mean, I like a couple songs by Lit, and I only got one album by them. The only album that everyone pretty much already knows. Yeah, just there's a lot of great alternatives kind of began to die down like 1999 2000.
Yeah.
One of the last great bands to come out of this scene was Semisonic. For those of you who don't know, they did the song Closing Time, which everyone knows.
Hmm.
Everyone and their fucking mothers know that song. My mom, whenever I play that song in the car, she starts fucking singing along. And my mom's not the greatest singer, ever. But I mean, I let her slide because she's my mother. So, but yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Oh, that's all I gotta say about that.
All right, man. Coming up for me next is BB King.
Oh yeah, I love blues rock like BB King
Yeah.
and
Albert King.
Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton, in my opinion, best blues guitarist of all time.
For me, second after Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay, now that you said that, okay, it's between them two now that you mentioned that. Yeah, I do have one I almost said Stevie T, like Stevie Terryberry. I meant to say Stevie Ray Vaughan. I got a greatest hits by him, but I think I might get some of his studio albums.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I also I have a pretty dope live album by Stevie Ray Vaughan. I almost said Stevie T again. Stevie Ray Vaughan in Double Trouble. Why
Yes,
do I
sir.
keep things? I think it's because I watch so much Stevie T. Every time I hear the word or the name Stevie, I always think Stevie T. I don't know, just yeah, but yeah, it's between him or Clapton. For now, I'm gonna go with
Yeah, man.
Clapton, for now I'm gonna go with Clapton, but it could change. Yeah, but there's some other great blues guitarists. Have you ever heard of Eric
George
Johnson?
Thorogood.
Yeah, have you heard of
Oh,
Eric
yeah,
Johnson?
Eric Johnson's awesome.
Okay, he's not just blues. Like he's experimented with with
Yeah.
jazz a little bit. He's also experimented with just rock. For those of you who don't know Eric Johnson, if you guys have ever played Guitar Hero 3, then you definitely know who he is. He did the songs Cliffs of Dover,
Yes, sir.
which actually won the 1999 Grammy for Best Instrumental Rock Performance. Yep. The dude, if you look at a dude picture of him, he looks British, but he's actually from New Jersey, I think. I don't know, but he looks British for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, yep. I love blues. As AC/DC said it, the white man had the smokes, the black man had the blues. Robert Johnson's the pioneer of blues rock guitar,
Yeah.
almost. Oh, well, I mean, well, not the pioneer, but he was the pioneer of the popularity of it.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, people said that he sold his soul to the devil, which turned out to be fake. But yeah, yep, I love the blues.
Joe Bonamassa is a cool guy too.
Yeah,
If you've heard
Jones.
of him.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The next genre, or yeah, this is kind of gonna be a genre. The next genre I'm gonna pick surf and ska. My favorite surf rock slash ska band is without doubt Sublime.
Yeah.
I got all three of their albums. I got the first album. I got the second album, which has no cover on it, unfortunately. And then I got on the third album, which everyone knows, like Santeria and all that.
Yeah.
But there's so much more than just that song. Yeah. This one I'm pretty sure. I don't know if David likes this band or not, but no, another one of my favorite like surf rock ska bands is Vampire Weekend.
I'm not a huge fan.
I mean, everyone knows them for the A Punk song. I mean, which I like Vampire Weekend. You know, I mean, they've gotten popular in the past 12, 13 years. But yeah, I like I like them. There's actually a genre called ska metal where it's ska punk and metal mixed.
Yeah.
It's 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 obscure. All I'm gonna say about that, it's obscure. Yep.
So this one might be a little weird, but I love Joni Mitchell's music.
Mm,
I
mm,
think she
she's
has some
okay.
good stuff.
She's okay in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't love
musically speaking, it's very complex,
her. Oh yeah, definitely.
but yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here's one that me and David were actually kind of talking about recently. Another genre I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with R&B music, R&B and soul.
Yeah,
Me and
sweet.
David's a huge fan of Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh yeah.
I just started getting into them recently, and I actually like them. I mean, everyone knows them for the song September, which is a good song, but there's so much more than just that. I mean, there's a lot of great R&B and you know, soul artists. You got Al Green, you got Marvin Gaye, obviously.
Oh yeah.
My favorite newer R&B slash kind of like that artist, Bruno Mars in his early stuff was kind of R&B. Like if you ever listen to the song Treasure, that's clearly an R&B song. Like I like Bruno Mars. I love there's a lot of them. I mean, Akon, he's a hip hop artist. I mean, he was R&B for a little bit. I don't know. There's a lot of good R&B. If you guys don't know what R&B means, it means rhythm and blues.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, I'm a fan of R&B and soul. Yeah. Again, guys, we like more than just hard rock and heavy metal music. We like much more than just those. Well, like those are like our main genres, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's see here. Ooh, Gary Moore. You ever heard
Mm.
Gary Moore?
Oh yeah, of course. Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
man.
Rest in peace.
It's awesome.
Yeah. What band was he part of again? Was he in Deep
He
Purple?
was in what?
Was he in Deep Purple for a while? No, no, I don't think he
I
was.
don't think so.
There. Let's see if my computer will load. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be the research guy. If we don't know stuff, I'm gonna be the research guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like doing the same thing on the computer, so I can pretty much just do the research. And okay, it's not gonna load. It doesn't matter what band he was in. All it matters that he was a good guitar player. He was a good guitar player. He died in 2011, I believe.
Didn't he work with Skid Row for a little bit?
No, I don't think he did.
Really? I remember hearing that he did. I don't know.
I don't know if my fucking thing would load though. My computer does so well until it likes to till like there we go. Let's see. Yeah, okay. He died in 2011. No, I do not want to go to this one. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he was in Skid Row. Let's see. Yeah, not the Skid Row that you guys think of, the '80s glam metal band.
Oh yeah, no, no,
We're talking about
no,
we're,
no.
we're talking about the '60s Skid Row, the '60s and '70s. Let's
He was in
see.
Thin Lizzy too, wasn't he?
Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he was in Thin Lizzy. Uh, okay, yeah, he was in Thin Lizzy. Yeah, okay, I thought he was in Deep Purple for a little while, but no, I was wrong. But yeah, I forgot what he died of. I think it might have been.
Oh, I don't remember.
Let's see. Let's see. He more. Yep. Okay, I was right. It was a heart attack.
Mm.
Yeah, but really, really tragic. But yeah, I like Gary Moore.
Yeah, man.
Gary Moore. Okay. Yeah, basically, guys, we're just gonna go until we run out of ideas. So this is unscripted, sort of like how we made each other pick between two bands, which that video was 2 hours. This one's not going to be though. It'd be funny if it would be. No, okay, we're trying to keep this, kind of short. Let's see. I'm gonna go with 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s pop.
Sweet.
Oh man, dude, fucking modern day pop from the 2010s is my least favorite genre
Garbage.
ever. God, modern, especially K-pop, dude. Fucking, if I ever, if oh my God, whenever somebody talks about K-pop, I'm like, just don't talk about it in front of me, please. Dude, I fucking do not like modern pop, and K-pop's even worse.
I know. Yeah.
Dude, but like 70s, 80s, and like 80s pop is the best. I mean, you got Whitney Houston, you got Michael Jackson, you got Janet Jackson, you
You.
got you got Cyndi Lauper, You even got, the pop rock bands like Duran Duran and, Simple Minds. Everyone knows Simple Minds. Don't
Oh
you
yeah.
forget about me. Everyone knows Duran Duran too, Hungry Like the Wolf. Do 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 do. And Aha. And, there was just so much great 80s pop artists. Then throughout the 90s you got Mariah Carey and who else do you got throughout the 90s? Britney Spears, you got
What are the Spice
there's a
Girls?
lot. Oh yeah, Spice Girls. You got what were their fucking names? They were called like I don't know. They did like a really shitty cover of Under the Bridge. I
Mm.
forgot. I forgot what they were called. All Saints. All Saints. That's what their name was. I mean, they're okay. Then the 2000s, the early 2000s, you got do you remember Aaliyah?
A little bit.
Yeah, she was in Queen of the Damned.
Yeah.
She unfortunately died in 2001, I believe, in a plane crash. And it was like a few months before Queen of the Damned got released, which I actually had the soundtrack for that movie right here. She was like the lead character besides the other dude right there. Yeah, she's pretty hot in the movie, I guess. But yeah, she died. Unfortunately, I know it's sad. I know it doesn't sound like it was sad to me, but she died before I was born, so it was like, I can't feel the saddest. But yeah, there's a lot of great shit to come out. Pop in the '80s pop will always be the best pop. Rather it was regular pop, rather it was pop
Definitely.
rock. I mean, pop rock, was especially good in the '80s. Like I said, Duran Duran, Loverboy. Well, they're more just rock kind of Loverboy. Kenny Loggins is a great '80s pop artist. I mean,
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
everyone knows Footloose. Been working so hard. Which I mean, that's always a classic song to listen to if you're in an '80s pop mood. Yeah, and the '90s, Roxette was a big group in the '90s. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's see. You already mentioned Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's awesome, dude.
Oh fuck yeah,
Who
dude.
doesn't love Michael Jackson?
I know some people.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, mainly that they're just douchebag metalheads, who don't listen to anything other than metal.
Mm.
I'm not ashamed of what I listen to. You can call me, you can call me a faggot all you want or something like that, but you will never make me stop listening to Michael Jackson. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I love Michael Jackson. I mean, Thriller is a great album. He had so many great albums.
Definitely.
Obviously, in classic songs like Thriller, which if I don't hear Thriller again, if I don't hear Thriller again, I might not be too sad. I mean, he's got some other classic songs. One of my favorite songs by him is Black and White.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Matter if you're black or white. Dun, 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 dun. I know, I love Michael Jackson. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, some people might say, oh, Michael Jackson was, a creep or something like that. That was never proven. He went to court for it, but it was never proven. Yeah, the dude said,
Also,
the dude said some pretty weird shit, like, how he loved having sleepovers with young boys, which that's kind of suspicious, but there was never anything that really went on that was proven.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy, to say shit like that, but and some people think that he's alive. I've seen a lot of lookalikes out there, but
Yeah.
it could just be people in makeup. Who knows? Do you think he's dead personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And even if he was alive, his later albums kind of were like questionable.
Nah. Yeah, they're okay.
Like the
Mm.
one where oh, I forgot to fucking mention this. One of I think it was like his last album he did. It's one where it's like a white filter with his face on it.
Mhm.
I swear he ripped off Phil Collins for that.
That
Whenever Phil Collins
happens a lot, actually.
whenever Phil Collins did that album cover where it's just like a white filter with his face on it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Michael Jackson fucking ripped that off. I'm just stating that right there. Phil Collins is another good like pop artist, kind of.
Oh, definitely.
Even though he was rock, I kind of consider his solo stuff, the stuff that he did on his own, I consider that more poppy.
Genesis is really cool too, though.
Yeah, his time with Genesis was pretty cool. Oh, Genesis, that's another classic rock band we didn't mention.
Yeah.
Was Genesis. I love Genesis, especially.
Please.
The Peter Gabriel albums are, but they definitely did a big step up whenever they brought in Phil Collins.
Definitely.
And yeah, the Land of Confusion music video is it's kind of weird, but it's still fun to watch. It's the one with it's the one with all the
Yeah.
puppets. Yeah, but yeah, I just had to say that Michael Jackson probably ripped off Phil Collins, but who knows? But yeah, that's.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, I need to go back to this. Some other alternative bands I forgot to mention of the '90s. I forgot to mention the Smashing Pumpkins. I forgot to mention the Cranberries, and I also forgot to mention Silverchair and Bush. That were also pretty good too. There's probably a lot that I'm forgetting.
I'm not that into Smashing Pumpkins,
Really.
honestly. Yeah.
Billy Corgan's voices. They just came out with a new album actually a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins. I listened to it. Maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10, maybe.
So,
They have some good tracks. They're still going at least. Even if a band is still, pretty bad. Even though a band, if Jethro Tull, released. Okay, so here's the thing. Jethro Tull, they released I know I'm going off topic here, guys. Jethro Tull released their last album, or their most recent album, in 2003. Even if they do come out with an album in the future that's not good, you still have to give them credit for keeping on.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to give them credit, man. They're still going. They haven't released an album in
Jethro
damn near
Tull
20
is pretty
years.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, do you have another genre or
Um,
genre, band, artist?
and well, I like the Police too and Sting.
Oh
I
fuck
think
yeah, I
they're
love the
cool.
Police.
Yeah.
I was never really into Police as a kid, but as I got older, I got really into the Police.
Yeah.
Message in a Bottle is probably my favorite song. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll send an SOS to
How
the.
about Sting solo stuff?
Definitely not as good as the Police stuff, but
Yes, true.
decent stuff from him. The dude's kind of a jackass, but
Yeah, Freddie's a dick.
I heard he was a jackass, but a lot of rock stars are jackass. Axl Rose, Vince Neil, fucking Sebastian Bach especially. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. My name's Sebastian Bach. I'm gonna throw a beer bottle at your face and then fucking jump on you because you're recording me with a camera, you dick.
Yeah.
Oh god, should I do that on camera? My fucking Sebastian Bach impressions. Oh, you know what? Fucking, I'm doing it. I don't care. Alright, so for those of you who don't know Sebastian Bach, he's the lead singer of Skid Row, the '80s Skid Row, the one that most people know.
Yeah.
And he has a history of being a dick. And I'm gonna give you guys my impression of what he would sound like if he was really angry. I'll tell you what. My name's Sebastian fucking Bach. That's all I'm doing for now. Okay, but yeah, okay. Anyway.
How about Johann Sebastian Bach?
Oh, okay. Now we're talking about the composer, Johann. I like Johann. You know, obviously. Fucking, what was that one piece that everyone was like?
Pure Elise by Beethoven.
Yeah. Wait, no, that was
Yeah.
Beethoven.
Yeah, that was Beethoven.
Oh, I thought that was Sebastian. I thought that was Bach.
No, that was Beethoven.
Fuck. I don't listen to a whole lot of symphony shit, guys. So I'm not very educated on it. I don't listen to classical music a whole lot.
I love classical music.
I mean, should I get into it?
Go for it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I heard it's great music for studying homework, you know?
Yeah, just to relax too.
I mean, whenever I study for my homework, I mean, shit, I put on some heavy metal and it helps me.
Fucking Slayer.
Maybe science to say, maybe science should do something on me saying, okay, how is this young boy being relaxed by, you know, brutal Slayer and all that shit, but doing homework? And then they're gonna do like some mental brain shit and find out that I really don't have a brain, but I have like a fucking robot brain or something like that.
Like a cyborg.
Basically, yeah. That'd be funny one day. But yeah, classical music. Haven't really gotten into it. I've heard a lot of people play it at my school because, you know, I mean, in 5th grade I was in band for a little bit, and I fucking sucked. I didn't know any of the notes, so basically I basically looked over at some people, and I was just playing, and I was like pretending to know what the notes are, but in reality I really wasn't blowing into the trumpet. But then again, you know, there were like 5 other people who played trumpets, so you know, the music teacher was not gonna notice anyway. So,
Mm.
but yeah, thank God. I mean, you know, yeah. But anyway, yeah, classical music. Maybe I'll start listening to it. I don't know. I may like it.
Yeah, man.
My sister loves classical music.
Hell yeah, man.
My sister, my God, she likes modern pop music. Again, she's my sister. You know, if she likes that shit, that's okay. But she never wants to play any of the shit that I like. Like, I want to play fucking Slayer, and she will not go past any. She will the heaviest genre she will go to is maybe soft thrash, and what I mean by soft thrash, I mean Metallica and Megadeth, nothing past that. She might go with King. I mean, she only likes one King Diamond song, and it's because I showed her that. Which, I mean, we should actually rank his albums eventually.
Yeah.
King Diamond, yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video. The reason we didn't do our ranking of Megadeth last week, guys, is because David had something and he wasn't able
Oh
to
yeah, my
record.
bad again.
Yeah, and then you know, then we just waited a while. We might do that tomorrow if we can, but if we don't, then
Yeah.
then I don't know. We'll do it Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know, guys, just don't forget, if we don't upload, it doesn't mean that, you know, one of us is in danger or something like that. It just means that, you know, because again, I'm only a sophomore in high school, so I got work to do. David's in college, he's got work to do. You know, we both have families. You know, we spend some time with family. So it's
Yeah, man.
just, you know, it's a lot of, you know, personal shit between us both.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I forgot to say at the beginning of the video. I feel like a jackass now. Okay. But yeah, anyway. Yep. I got no
How
other.
about Bob Marley, dude?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't mention reggae. Ooh.
Yeah.
Bob Marley. I'm not super into Bob Marley, but he's pretty cool.
He's
One
cool.
of
Yeah.
one of my favorite reggae acts, probably my favorite reggae act, is Stick Figure.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard Stick Figure?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, he went reggae like fucking 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, his reggae stuff actually ain't that bad. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Instead of
So,
Snoop Dogg, he's Snoop Lion now, but I still call him Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Lion.
Yeah, Snoop Lion. What the fuck is Lion, man? Yeah, yeah. I got nothing else. Other than that, I don't really listen. I mean, I do mainly listen to hard rock and heavy metal, like 80% of the time,
hmm
and then the other 20% pretty much everything else. But yeah, I got nothing else.
I don't think I do either.
Yep. Well, okay, that's gonna be it for today, guys. And if you guys have any requests, I mean, we'll read the comments. But
Totally.
if you guys have any video requests, I'll do it on my own. If you want me to, I could bring in David to help. If you guys have any video requests, just leave it down in the comments.
Yeah, guys.
So if you guys want us to rank a certain band, that we haven't thought of yet, then you could just tell us that. If you want us to do, we do more than just music. We'll talk about movies, TV shows, video games, pop
Yeah,
culture,
man.
conspiracy theories. We'll talk about comics. We'll talk about superheroes. We'll talk about anything that is other than politics and religion.
Yeah.
Because trust me, you do not want to hear my political views, and you know, I mean, you guys already know what my religion is, Christian. But if I try to get into religion, I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit. So just anything but politics and religion. Anything that could stir up controversy. Yeah, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we're just gonna sign off here. See you later,
All right,
guys.
see you guys later.